Hey nieces and nephews, it's your favorite auntie Monique Judge, and this is Auntie Unfiltered. Now today on Auntie Unfiltered, I'm going to revisit something that I spoke about earlier, briefly kind of touched upon, and that is how to be a good ally. We received this email from someone who says, "Hi Auntie, I'm a black man trying to get through the combination war against police pandemic. The way I'm coping through this time is by using gallows humor to challenge the ideas that my white friends have about the realities of the America that they're used to. A family friend of mine from childhood kept trolling me about each post on social media. When confronted, he told me that he thinks that I now hate white people and it all makes him uncomfortable since he is white. I was in this man's wedding. We got through many hard moments together. Is this the beginning of the end of our friendship?" No signature. But let's address it, okay? Listen, I said this before and I want to say it again. Stop putting pressure on your black friends to help you be a good ally. If you are going to be an ally, then the onus is on you to do the work, okay? Step one in being a good ally is to listen. When black people are talking, be quiet and just listen. That's not the time for you to interject what you're feeling, what you're going through, how it's impacting you. It's not about you. And white people have this crazy habit of trying to center themselves in everything. And honestly, what's happening right now, this revolution that we're seeing, it's not about y'all. It's about us eliminating white supremacy, about you recognizing your white privilege. And you can do that without making us responsible to carry your burden, your emotional burden, whatever it is that you're going through. That's not up to us to remedy that and rectify that for you. You have to fix that on your own. So if you want to be a good ally, like I said, step one is to listen. Step two is to do the work, okay? The greatest piece of advice I've ever been given as a writer is show, not tell. I don't need you to tell me how many black friends you have or when you did this good thing or that good thing for black people, because when you do that, it comes off as a little condescending and also disingenuous. Are you doing the work because you want to do the work because it's just and right? Or are you doing the work because you want accolades for doing the work? Because there's a distinct difference. And listen, if you just here to get pats on the back and cookies and shit for being good white folks and shit, that's on you. But please don't trouble us and put that burden on us to lift you up and validate you in your pursuit of a trophy for being the best white person in the world, because you're not going to get it here. We don't have the energy for that. I said it before and I will say it again. Black people are tired. We tired of this. We tired of that. We're tired of systemic racism. We're tired of institutionalized racism. We're tired of white privilege. We're tired of white supremacy. And quite frankly, we're fucking tired of you. So please do the work. Do the work without needing us to coax you into it or for us to have to encourage you and, oh yeah, every time you do something along the way, because we're not going to do that and we shouldn't have to. This is the right and the human thing to do, and you should want to do that. Third, when your black friends are expressing themselves, again, like I said, this circles back to number one, which is listening, but also it's not, you can't be insulted. Okay, because, and I've written a post about this before, and that is when we talk about white people, the not all is implied. See, we're not like white people. Whiteness is isolating, right? When white people say something about white people, they mean just white people to the exclusion of everyone else. That's not how black people operate. Okay, when we say something, we don't mean to the exclusion of anyone else. We just mean recognize us and our humanity. Black lives matter too. The two is implied. We shouldn't have to say it to you. We shouldn't have to tell you. You should know that, right? So if I say white people do this and it gets on my nerves, I don't mean every single white person. My daddy was white. Like, I have white family members. I understand that not all white people do the things that bother me. And I recognize that. And I feel like I shouldn't have to tell you that in order to validate what I'm saying. Because when you do that, when you disrupt a conversation and say, well, I don't do that, I'm white and I don't do that, that's a deflection. And what you're doing is you're detracting away from the actual discussion that needs to happen, just so you can, once again, going back to number one, center your feelings and make yourself feel better that we're not talking about you. And honestly, if you feel like a hit dog when I say something, then maybe you should analyze that and analyze why, instead of looking at me and going, hey, wait, I'm white, I don't do that. Please don't say that about me. Because again, it's not about you. Please. If you're going to ally, do the work because it's the just and the human thing to do. Do the work because you love your Black friends. Do the work because you love your Black family members. Do the work because you're looking at the news every single day and seeing this shit and you're just as sick and tired of it as we are. Do the work because it needs to be done. Don't do the work because you want validation or praise or accolades or people to make Facebook posts about you and all that kind of shit, because that's not how any of this works. So, we've gotten a lot of emails. I love you guys. I have so many, and I'm going to try to hit all of y'all, but I do still want to hear from you. So if you have questions, concerns, comments, if you need advice, if you have a topic that you think Auntie should address, please email me at auntiesubmissions@theroot.com, and I'll see y'all next week. Peace.